Hi, Jimmy from Cuff and Stuff. Oh my goodness. It's cold outside. It's the dead of winter. Oh my goodness. I want a big bowl of beef vegetable soup. And that's what we're gonna make today. I'm gonna take my big Dutch oven. I'm gonna cook it outside. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be so good. I can't hardly wait. So, hang tight. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is get all our prep work done. And we're gonna start with cutting up the meat. Now, you could use stew meat for this. I'm using a chuck roast. I just like the flavor a chuck roast gives. And so I'm gonna take and I'm gonna cut this into bite-sized pieces. Just like this. Not too tiny, but I'm gonna cut this entire roast up just like this. Okay, there we go. 2.5 pounds of chuck roast cut up. All right, I'm gonna chop up my celery. I don't want the pieces too big. I want it to take forever to cook down. This is 3 stalks of celery. And there's our celery. Put it over here with my peppers and onions. All right, I already cut the ends off these green beans. I'm just gonna take and cut them up. I don't want whole green beans in. Cut it down a little bit and throw it in the vegetable pile here. And our little petite carrots, I'm just gonna cut them in half. This is a nice little half catering pan full of vegetables. You know we're gonna make a big pot. There you go. That's most of our veggies right there. All right. Okay. Well, next I want to season this meat a little bit. I don't like to cook it without seasoning it first. And I have the perfect thing for my initial seasoning. This is Uncle Steve's. This is SPG, salt, pepper, garlic. And I'm just gonna stir this in. I don't want a heavy coat, but I do want it on all of it. I want it seasoned up good. All right, next, you're not gonna believe this one. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a little bit of flour, okay? And you use whatever you want. I'm gonna sprinkle this over the top. This is really gonna add flavor. And when we brown the meat, it's gonna help in the browning process. And I just want to get a nice little covering just like that. There you go. All right. Okay. You see I've got my Dutch oven. Hey, I never use too small equipment. There's my Dutch oven. All right, I'm gonna take my chuck roast that I've cut up and I'm gonna start putting it in. I'm not gonna just dump all this in now. I wanna spread it out, give it a little room. I don't want it to clump together. I just want to brown it. And I'm probably going to have to do, I will have to do more than one batch. I'll have to do it in two. Now, I've got my oil in. You use whatever kind of oil you want. I put just enough, what I've always called just wet the bottom. Just enough to wet the bottom. I want to deep fry these. I just want enough in there. And let's see. Are we starting to brown? Oh yeah, we are. All right, I want it to stick to the bottom. And it shouldn't, but see how that's getting a nice brown color. Now, if you see some of this start to stick to the bottom, don't panic, okay? That's perfectly fine. Let it stick. That'd be flavoring the pot as we cook in the rest of it. Okay. See, we've got our meat out. We've got it nice and brown. We've got our pot here. This is where I'm going to dump some of the vegetables in. Now, this is my onions and peppers and celery, my carrots. I'm dumping all that in. Can you hear that sizzle? Ah, yeah. And we're gonna start with this big old pot of vegetable. It is vegetable soup, right? That's not all of them either. All right. We're picking up that flavor off the bottom of the pot. We're still on a medium-high heat, so let's let those start to soften up, and I'll bring you back. Okay, well, our veggies have softened up. Oh yeah. Now they're not mushy or anything. I just let them soften up a little bit. Like I said, it's got the onions and the peppers in it. I wanted that to cook down. I also wanted the celery to cook down some. Green beans, carrots, those will cook down, and the rest of it will cook down as it goes. What I'm going to add now is something I always add last, and I'm cheating a little bit. I'm going to add 2 heaping tablespoons. This is minced garlic, and I always add it last because if you've ever burned garlic, you'll know what I mean. It is not a good taste. So let's stir my garlic in. If you've got fresh garlic, by all means use it. I cook with a lot of garlic. I used all of mine day before yesterday and had forgotten all about it. So I'm using mince today. It's all right, it'll be fine. Now, next to this, I'm gonna add an entire can of tomato paste. I know it sounds like a lot. This is going to give it that rich flavor. It's going to make it so good. Now I'm just going to take and mix this in. All right, next I've got 2 cans. This is 28-ounce cans of crushed tomatoes. You use diced, crushed, whatever in the soup. I just like the flavor. This is Hunt's, by the way. Stir it in. All right, just to make this easy, I've got a tablespoon of rosemary, a tablespoon of thyme, a tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of turmeric, yes, for the health, turmeric. I'm going to add to this SPG, again, salt, pepper, garlic. That's about 2 tablespoons right there. All right, and mix it up real good, and we're just gonna dump this in. All right, now let's stir this seasoning into our pot. And we're gonna let this simmer about 5 minutes or so. And I'll bring you right back. Okay. Now I'm gonna add my beef broth. This is 32-ounce box of just Walmart beef broth. Show you why it doesn't matter if it's Walmart or whatever. Second one, that's a total of 64 ounces or 8 cups that I'm adding to this. All right, next I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3 tablespoons lemon juice. And I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of some absolutely fantastic stuff. This is broth-based seasoning. Good stuff. It says you can just flat substitute it for beef broth. You can add it to your liquid. I add it to my beef broth. All right. Now, let's throw our meat, juice and all, into our pot. We're gonna stir it up. And oh my goodness, look at this. All right, I'm gonna bring this to a boil. When it comes to a good boil, I'm gonna turn the heat down on at least medium low, and I'm gonna let this simmer to start with for an hour. So you know what it looks like to boil. I'm not going to show you that, but I will after the hour's up. So I'll bring you right back. Okay, we've let her simmer for an hour. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? All right. All right. Next, potatoes. You see these little small potatoes? I like them. They don't get mushy, but that's enough in there. All right, stir it up good. All right. I want to taste this. All right, adding the potatoes. We're gonna add a little more SPG. I can taste it needs it. Better. All right, we're gonna replace the lid. 30 minutes. All right, we've let her run another half an hour. Oh yeah, look at this. All right, last thing we're gonna put in here. All right, sweet corn. That's about 30 ounces of corn. Sweet corn, by the way. Now you know why I keep adding the SPG, because that salt's gonna have to offset the potatoes and this sweet corn. All right, let's try it, see what we got. Okay, 30 more minutes. Okay, well, look at this beef. I remember this was chuck roast. Falling apart tender. Oh my goodness, this has got such a good flavor. That's why I love this beef vegetable soup. I'm gonna forget I'm making a video and just keep eating this soup. It's cold out here and this is a good warm soup. Hey, there it is, okay? That's the way I like to do vegetable soup. And let me tell you, this is a great big Dutch oven full of vegetable soup. It freezes well, which is probably what I'll do with some of this. I'll put it up for another cold day. Hey, thanks for sticking around, watching me make soup. I appreciate it. This is good stuff. Try it, you'll like it. Hey, if you haven't already, hit the circle on this side and subscribe. Boop. Give me a like, thumbs up. I'll have another video just for you right here. Nobody else. None of this will cost you a dime. It's made just for you, okay? Hey, again, thanks for hanging around. Hang tight and be good to one another. Hang tight.